Tom Clark's Main Event is a Boink Studios production. And now, on with the show.
This is Daddy's show. Step off.
Hey, what is up? Welcome back to the program, folks. Thank you for tuning in. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Tom Clark, and this is Tom Clark's Main Event. We think, what's up, kids? Welcome back to the program. If you just joined us, welcome back. If you didn't, don't worry about it. Nothing went wrong at all. It's all good. It's not really all good. At the last possible second, at 0 hour, as they say, suddenly the computer says, your camera's been disconnected. And I'm like, excuse me? What was that? Do it again? Camera's been, and guess what? It wasn't. So, yeah, I have no idea. I told you I got a face made for Radio Jack. I need a haircut badly and a beard trim. She's out of control. This thing has its own zip code, this beard. Happy Friday to you. Excuse me while I sort myself out. I've got some. Hey, look, at my age, I'm just glad to still have it. Go that way. You got to like go backwards. Am I on point? People have never watched the show or tuned in going, what is this clown doing? Maybe people who watch all the time are doing that anyway. It's all good. Am I looking at you? Look. I'm not talking to any of you until you hit the thumbs up and share the feed, share the show, shareth the pod with thine fellow townspeople. I don't know. I was going to do some old English. I did go see Thor. Did anyone go see the latest Thor? I got thoughts. We don't have to get into it now. This pro wrestling show. You guys didn't come here for that, did you? Did you? Oh, let's don't cover him up. Check it out. Look who's asleep. The D-O-double-G. Now we're going to cover him up. Everyone say hello. All right. Don't wake him up. Don't nobody wake him up. Let's start saying hello and hope to God nothing crazy happens. This is why I brought the podcast rig home, kids, because, you know, I was at the office for like a couple, 2-3 months, and I started having massive issues with the Wi-Fi. I couldn't stand it anymore. Phil and I would go to record an episode of the 6M. Chris and I would go to record 6M, and it was a train wreck. I just couldn't get it. I love working over there. I got to have some signal, baby. You know, got to have the signal. E's first to the table. E, you little troublemaker. I know all about you. Double V, Victor Vasquez. Josh, how you doing? Yes, sir. Take 2. Ray, it's all good. It's always good. Ron says, false start, flag on the play, repeat first down. Well done. Well, you did remember. Yeah, it is. Is it hot? I haven't been outside today. I did all my work from my office upstairs today, man. I've been working from home. So there you go. What am I taking over for Vince? Ha, 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 pal. CRP, when are we going to get you on the show, man? You going to come on next week? Let's keep you healthy. I'm doing well, Super Dave. How are you? Carlos, how you doing? Yeah, well, retired. Okay. Now I'm 13 and a half. Yeah, breaking news. I am Vic. I'm back in I used to call it Tomland was my office because I'm a big freaking nerd. Good and talk to you, Sandy. It's like 3:45 in the morning over there, isn't it? I love that joke. Honestly, though, for you, let me guess. Don't tell me. It's probably like 11 o'clock p.m. for you right now, isn't it? Aren't we like 8 hours ahead or 7 hours? How's that go? Renato Ramirez Rodriguez. How are you doing, my friend? Everyone's talking about Vince. Tim says, hi, Tom. I hope you're doing well. Missed you last week. Yeah, man. I miss being here. Thank you. Everybody's good on my end. Hope everybody's doing good on your end. How was everybody's week? You guys and gals doing good out there in pro wrestling land? Hey, man, I got to be sure I looked the part. Look at that. As I said before, I'm just happy to still have it. I got friends. Don't laugh. I do. I got friends who were my age and maybe a little bit younger who hair waved bye-bye years ago. So I'm not complaining, mind you. I won't complain. So please watch how hard you come up into my place up in here.
Why?
Yeah, come on. Say hey. Say hey with your freaking teenage mustache you got going on. Show off that shirt. Ray will appreciate that shirt. That's a bad shirt, dude. All right. Watch your sound down there, would you?
I roll.
Uh-huh. Yeah, don't slam my door, please. What'd I say? Good Lord, this kid. Sugar Shane in the house. What's up, Jeff? How are you? No, Tim. Once again, I'll let you down. I've decided to save the main event button until I do the complete overhaul of the intro. Episode 300 is coming up, kids. By the way, this is episode number 278. So you only got 22 more weeks to wait till that button hits, Tim. Oh, I'm kidding. I'm not going to make you wait. I'm going to get the new intro ironed out, hammered out before episode 300 gets here. This is driving me crazy. I'm going to have to do something with this. I need to put a hat on. I had a hat up here. How am I looking? All right. Someone tell me I look all right. I can't wait to get comments on this. Who is this guy? I know Sandy, isn't he? Isn't he? Yeah. He likes little baby. He does, Ray. For real. For real. All right. Yeah, I know, Tim. So today's episode of Tom Clark's Main Event features the one and only Dusty Rhodes. Look at him. It's been a while since I've showed Dusty off, but I haven't done the show from home in a while either. I got that in Tennessee in a box of collectibles or whatever at the front desk of this little like nerd store, not labeled. And I'm like, I know Dusty when I see him, baby. That's all I'm saying. So there you go. All right. So Sandy wants to come on for episode 300. Boy, wouldn't that be fun? Ooh, we could do. Oh man, we could do an episode with guests like you guys. Who would be up for appearing on the show? Like appearing on screen with me. Now, look, I'm not talking about the whole hour. Maybe 10-minute segments or so, so we could fit several people on. Who'd be down for that? Would anybody want to do that? Anybody? Anybody curious? Does anybody care? Be honest. Listen, babe, before COVID, I was going noon on Fridays and we were drawing. How many people we draw? Like 75 to 100 people every week. It was every week, baby. COVID hit and suddenly nothing. You know what I mean? Not nothing. Not no disrespect. But you can see we're down a third in our count, right? But you know what? The diehards stayed. I lost the casual fans, but the diehard main event fans are still here. I love you guys. There you go. Yes, back to the Bat Cave. You guys are awesome. All right, today we're going to talk about Ring of Honor, Death Before Dishonor. The show is tomorrow night. I'm looking forward to this. If you joined us last night on Peaches and Power Bombs, I filled in for Miss Sarah Hirsch next to Miss Tina Miller. We had a fun show. You guys should go check that out. You would think I'd have this ticker prepared ahead of time, and I let everyone here down, not just him. Hold on. Damn. Episode 278. My apologies. Been a long work week, baby, but it's all good. It's all good, as they say. My neck is killing. I need a new pillow. Do you know what I mean? My neck is freaking killing. My pillow is as flat as this table, baby. I got to have a new pillow or my neck's going to be paying the price. Bleed and sweat and pay the price. Oh, we'll get to some open floor stuff later at the end of the show. Never you fear about that. Please, everybody, while you're here, if you haven't done so, please share the link and thumbs up this sucker and turn on your notifications bell. That'd mean loads to me. That way, when I do go live and in living color, you will know all about it. I got alarms going off in my head. Is anybody here that ever use Discord? I use Discord for the job, and holy God, it's going nuts. Notifications are going nuts right now. What's a ghost pillow? Sounds creepy. Danny's got an amazing pillow. Wow. Toby says, I'd pay for the show just see FTR and them boys. Oh, let's get to it. You guys want to talk about it. Here we go. A match they threw on just sort of out of the blue, just for the sake of doing it. Allison Kay versus Willow Nightingale. Allison Kay is very good in the ring. She and her Nightingale are very familiar with each other, right? They go back a ways in terms of Ring of Honor, yes, and NWA. Allison Kay is the real deal. And Allison Kay is a can I speak as a man for just a moment? Will that make anything creepy for any of you guys? Because I don't mean to make stuff creepy. Okay. But as a man, from where I'm sitting, she is a sexy kind of dangerous. Do you know what I mean? Like she's a woman you'd like to flirt with, but you don't want to get your teeth knocked down your throat. So maybe just stay on this side of the room and just let her enjoy her evening for fear of concussion. Man, I swear she looks to me like, and it's the vibe she puts off because she's got a very commanding presence in the ring. Okay. And she can handle herself and she can handle anybody she's working with. Right. But she seems to me to be the kind of person that, she doesn't trifle. No trifling happen with Allison Kay. You know what I mean? So if she don't like what you're saying, she gonna let you know. And I absolutely freaking respect that. Absolutely respect that. Let's make sure the audio is good. Yeah, we're good, baby. All right. What do you guys think about this match? Are you down for it? What are you guys thinking? Let's see. Tim says, I'm taking Allison Kay. I am too. I think she's winning this. I wouldn't be surprised if Nightingale won because you see they're giving her some spotlight on AEW. Who has a Twitch? Allison Kay has a Twitch page? Does she for real? I might go check that out. I don't do enough Twitch. I tried the main event on Twitch, man. I tried the main event on Twitch, and you know what? I don't want to sound like the old dude in the room, but I could not figure it out to save my life. Isn't that weird? I mean, I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it. You know what I mean? But I just couldn't, for whatever reason, I couldn't master it. So we're going to get to the Vince McMahon stuff. Everybody hold tight. We're going to have the open floor. Everybody just hold tight. We're going to get to any and all questions about pro wrestling that you got, but we're going to go through this now. Yeah, so I'm looking forward to this match. I think it's going to be good. I think it's going to be fun. Am I getting fuzzy? My signal's going down again. Yikes. Whew. Crazy. I'm probably a little fuzzy, but it's all good. Keith says she has it under her name. Does some cosplay. Danny, I'm not sure where MJF's location is right now, to be honest with you. Toby says, I'd sent Allison flowers and deny I did it. Well done. CRP says, I like Willow for the win on this one. Also, I love her. Yeah, she's cool. I like her. I can't say I love her, but I like her. I love Allison Kay, though. Crazy. What was it Punk said? I dig crazy chicks. StreamYard does it automatically for Twitch? What you mean automatically? What do you mean? I didn't know Twitch was... Is Twitch an option? It is. Yeah, it is an option. I did do it that way. Here's what I had an issue with, okay? I couldn't get the streams to stop getting deleted. And a good friend, you guys know him from the Untitled Wrestling Podcast, Mr. Troy Grant. I picked his brain about Twitch and said, dude, you got to let me know what I'm doing wrong because my streams keep getting deleted and disappearing. So, yeah, I'd love to use the platform, baby. I would, but I just got to get it figured out. So, yeah, I'm looking forward to this match. Not a whole lot more we can say about it. I'm sure there'll be championship implications for either one of these two women somewhere down the line. Let's go to the next one. This is the ROH six-man tag team championships. This is the Righteous, Vincent Bateman and Dutch with Vita Von Star versus Dalton Castle and the boys. Not them boys, the boys. I love, and I mean to tell you that I love Dalton Castle. There's nothing about this guy I don't like. I love the boys. It's one of the best gimmicks. I really put over Danhausen last night, and I'll continue to do so as being one of the most original and most entertaining gimmicks that I've seen the past 15 years in this business, bar none. And I stick to that. Original. Did you hear what I said? Original. Okay. Now, is Dalton Castle original? Not in the purest sense of the word, right? Because we've seen Adrian Street. We've seen We've seen Gold Dust. We've seen, androgynous, sort of exotic, sort of flamboyant gimmicks. Okay. It's nothing that hasn't been done before. We've seen Rico. All right. So it's nothing that hasn't been done before, but Dalton's just got his own style. Dalton, in a day and age when gay is okay and that lifestyle is accepted and people are hopefully not vilified like they used to be. Um, in that day and age, and Dalton came out with that gimmick and just like, I'm going to be very mysterious about this. I'm not going to answer any questions. I heard him in interviews as he was getting really hot, talking about, well, I think that's up to the fans. I'm portraying a character, and it's up to the fans what they want to feel about this. And I always respected that. I always respected that. CRP says, like Castle a lot, the Righteous going to win this match. Could be, but man, I'd love to see Castle and the boys take the titles. That'd be fun because those guys can work. All right, the boys can work, dude. No kidding. No kidding. Toby says you don't know what Twitch is. Hey, I'm not that bad. I know what it is. I've used it. Just like because you guys know what I do for a living, right? I'm a social media manager for a company based out of Chicago. Ow, my neck. That hurts. And one of the platforms we're not yet on is TikTok. So that may be one of the next platforms I attempt to tackle in the job. I got my own TikTok under my own name, but I don't do much with it. The wife, however, lives on it. CRP making the Gorgeous George comparison with Castle. Excellent. Well done. Well done. Love it. Toby says Castle has a unique gimmick and can go in the ring. That's rare. I totally agree. Tim says Dalton and the boys win this match. Honestly, I think they're going to take it. It's my thought. I like the Righteous. Vincent's a good guy, or not. He maybe is a good guy. You know what I mean? It's a good gimmick. I like what they do. I like a lot of things they do. So I'm a fan of them. So, yeah. Looking forward to this. I think it's going to be a sleeper match on the card that maybe a lot of people are not talking about, but I think it's going to be quality. Put it that way. We're moving on, kids. You snooze, you lose. All right. Mercedes Martinez versus Serena Deeb. And yes, this match, we'll get it, is for the ROH Women's World Championship. Now, a lot of people looking forward to this one, as they should be. This is going to be one of those matches that hits hard and hits fast, and it's going to be smash mouth pro wrestling. Okay, you guys know what that is. You know it. You love it. Can't get enough of it. Smash mouth pro wrestling in 2022. This match is going to deliver. Serena Deeb, the unheralded, perhaps best female wrestler on the planet. Oh, the Tom go there. Hey, you're entitled to your opinion. I'm entitled to mine. Serena is very, very good. Mercedes is not as good as Serena. Serena is a tactician in the ring, but Mercedes has come a long way. Go back and watch Martinez's first stuff when she got first hit the business compared to now. Yikes! You kidding me? She's come a heck of a long way. Toby says, please put some gold on Deeb. I will second that emotion. Where's the ladies at today? Is Shannon here? Are we all dudes up in here? Man, what's going on in this place today? Ray says, Deeb, the new champ. She deserves it. Yeah, I agree with that. You guys know how I feel about the deserve terminology. I'm split on it. You know what I mean? I get what you're saying, though. I'd love to see her come away with it. Chris says this match is going to be either be great or they're going to try to do way too much. Either way, I look forward to it. I got Mercedes with the win. Could be. I say Serena takes it. What's up, Wilf? How you doing, my friend? Good to see you. They could do too much. Do you feel that Serena tries to do too much sometimes? I don't know if I would have took that opinion of anybody but her. I don't know. Or anybody, you know what I mean, right? It's an interesting take. Oh, Rebecca's here. We've got a lady. Ooh, it's a lady. Rebecca, thank God you're here. It was all dudes for like the past 40 minutes. We're so glad you made it. You kidding me? Did you bring other ladies with you? Chad, too bad, has got Deeb. I'm basing it off the card in the last ROH pay-per-view with Mercedes versus Willow. Point taken. Point taken. Ray says Serena promo a few weeks ago would have got her cut from WWE. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, AEW, you guys and gals know that in AEW, you have a lot more leeway. You have a lot more freedom to be yourself and to do what it is that you want to do. Now, that's good and that's bad. Yes, it can be bad because honestly, if you're given enough rope, you could hang yourself. That's the problem, right? That's the problem. And so when that's a problem, it becomes a problem. Does that make sense? So yeah, the likelihood of doing too much is always going to be there. Is it going to happen in this match? I hope not. I think this match is going to be fun to watch, and I think it's going to be again smash mouth hard hitting. I do believe it will be. So we'll see. What else we got going on? I know everybody in this show right now is looking forward to this one because, buddy, I am. This is going to be one of those matches that I'm telling you right now, when this sucker happens, you're going to be glad you're in the room watching. Okay. FTR versus Dim Boys. This is going to be fun, kids. This, of course, is for the ROH World Tag Team Championships. If you are not a fan of the Briscoes, shame on you. If you're not a fan of FTR, how are we still friends? These are two of the best teams in the world, bar none. FTR, arguably the best team in the world as we speak. Depending on your opinion, depending on your point of view, yes. But no one can argue how good they are. No one can argue that they've mastered their craft because they totally have. They would, I'm sure, argue that they're always learning. They could always be better. But I would argue the best team in the world right now. That's my opinion. And there's some excellent teams out there, kids. Never think I'm wrong about that because it's 100%. Rebecca says, where'd you go? This will be an amazing action-packed match. Couldn't agree more. Where'd you go, Chad? Chad, too bad. What's going on, man? I love. She would fit right in. Oh, God. Yeah, she would. But she'd have to turn face. She could do it. Because BCC's a face, man. Eric Jackson in the house. What's up, dude? How are you? Ray says the promo FTR did almost made me bust out them tears having a daughter at home. Yeah. Got to mention Cole there, don't you? I feel you. Yeah, you know what? They could get the ROH championships. We'll see. Because at some point, we're going to see FTR going after Lee and Strickland, I would think. Yeah. Chad Too Bad said Vince was, what do you mean, burying FTR? Look at yeah. Well, there again, change of scenery, fresh coat of paint, new opportunities, freedom, the opportunity to interject what you want, to to get your vision out there for what you are as a team, as a wrestler. It means a lot. It means a heck of a lot. And Cash and Dax have done that. Robert says, although I won't be able to watch pay-per-view, I'm glad to see RH climb back to the company that brings pure wrestling. Too close to calling FTR match. Like them both. I love them both as well. I can't wait to see where they go with this. It's going to be a fun match, man. I think this match will probably steal the show. I don't know how it couldn't. I mean, this is, everybody says this. It seems like everyone says two things when it comes to pro wrestling. All right. Among many other things that people say, right? Everyone says two things. Vince McMahon doesn't care about tag team wrestling. And then the second thing people always say is, I love tag team wrestling. It's almost like the two go hand in hand. You can't mention one without mentioning the other, right? You just can't. So I'll say for sure, the other team quit caring about tag team wrestling way back when the Hart Foundation, British Bulldogs, and the Rockers were there. That's when they stopped caring about it, not shortly after. That's a true statement. Come at me. The second part of that, and honestly, the tag team, what I call the renaissance of TLC, they only ran with it because it made money. The only reason they ran with it. If it didn't make money, they would never do it again. It's the truth how I feel. But number two of that statement is, I do love me some tag team wrestling. I'm a Crockett kid. You guys know that. I was born, raised in the Crockett area, still here. Rock and rolls, midnights, the Road Warriors, you name it. We had the best. The Horsemen, Fernandez and Rick Rude. Are you kidding me? Best tag team in the world at that time. So I love it. This is going to be great. What's up, Gavin? Gavin in Scotland. Every time I do that, Gavin just lowers his head and does like this. It's all right. If you want to make fun of my accent, I give you carte blanche to fire away. I had to get home to the bases. All right. You can't see the third over here, but I got 3. I just got Brandy fixed. We may bust this bad boy out at some point. What song is it you want to hear? We may have to bust this bad boy out at some point. I don't know. We'll see. No, I'm not going to do that. Can you imagine on a pro wrestling podcast, some idiot with hair everywhere playing a freaking bass? You kidding me? Chad's voting E for president. I'll vote for him if he starts being nice to me. How about that? No word yet on because we've all been hearing for months now about what's that billionaire's name? Millionaire? What is he? Oh, that's right. Khan throwing a bunch of money at our ROH TV show. I hope it happens, man. I really hope it happens. I got a shout out to Bull, man. You kidding me? Raging Bull. Yeah, I got to. That with the do-rag, the bandana, always with the red and white bandana. It was like the only gear he had, besides the black vest, was that red and white bandana. It's the only gear he ever had. Man, when him and Rick Rude beat Rock and Roll Express for the tag team championships, I don't know how old it was. I was shocked. I was like, oh my God, what am I seeing right now? I mean, I was stunned. But then something funny happened. I started to really dig them because they were just so cool. They totally didn't go together. Once the bell rang, they did. But if you saw their entrances, Rick had that. He's ravishing Rick Rude, and he's walking like that. And he's got the robe, and he's got the hair that's feathered and whatnot. And you're like, pretty boy, what's going on here? And just a glimpse of what you'd see in WWF right later on. And then Raging Bull coming out with him looked like he just stepped out of a bar fight somewhere. But then when the bell rang, you could see why they were together, because they killed it every time. They killed it. Manny did come out to beat it. Oh, my God. And together they came out to We Will Rock You, didn't they? Didn't they come out to We Will Rock You? That just popped into my head. Shane says the Fabs, the Moondogs, R&R Express, PYT, the Sheep Herders, Memphis Wrestling. Yeah, you're a big Memphis guy. I got to be honest with you, Shane. Here's the problem I had with Memphis Wrestling. When I was a kid in the great state here of North Carolina, on my TV when I was a kid, there was no Memphis Wrestling. I never saw it. It wasn't until I reached manhood that DVDs became a thing. Tape trading became a thing for DVDs, right? That's when I started getting myself educated on. And plus, I knew about Memphis Wrestling from the wrestling mags, from the after mags, as they call them, from all the wrestling magazines. I knew about everything. I just couldn't watch it until much later. Because again, you couldn't find them on TV in the state. Not where I am. Anyway, we're getting off topic. We'll go to the open floor if you guys want to about that. So there you go, kids. That's going to be a fun match. Can't wait for that. And again, chances are that bad boy going to steal the show. We're not done with the card yet here, my friends. Wheeler Yuta, the ROH Pure Championship, defending his title against Mr. Daniel Garcia. This is an interesting mix of styles here. Garcia is very good. Wheeler is that much better. And I don't mean he's better, but you know what I mean. I think as far as a total package, Yuta's in a better place. Now, Garcia's in a fine place. He gets to stand next to Chris Jericho on TV every week. Not a bad deal. Yuta gets to stand next to Jon Moxley on TV every week. Not a bad deal. Now, when I say gets to stand, don't anybody take that. Look who's spoke up. When I say gets to stand, don't take that the wrong way, pardon me, to mean that they haven't earned it. They've earned their spots. Don't get it twisted. What I mean by that is if you're going to stand next to someone on a pro wrestling program, who better than Chris Jericho or who better than Jon Moxley? I'm just saying they're both kind of in similar positions. All right. If Wheeler loses this, it's going to be his first loss since joining the BCC. So for that reason, I'll say he won't lose. However, putting that title on Garcia would do a lot for him on an individual basis. What do you guys think about this match? I think it's going to be one of the more well wrestled matches on the card. CRP says Yuta retains. I expect some winners to happen during the match. Ben, we'll get there. We'll get to the open floor. We're covering the our ROH show right now. Stick around till the end. I got thoughts. Shane says he was okay, but I prefer Joe Ledoux. Who are we talking about? Oh, Buzz Sawyer. Mad Dog Buzz Sawyer. Is she home? Take him down there with you.
Come on, wait. Come on.
Thank you. Buzz Sawyer was a crazy man. You know you're leaving that door, but he's just gonna come back. All right. What's up now? Why'd you change shirts?
Because I took a shower.
Oh, finally. What's it been? 3 days?
Could I pre-order the 2K?
Nope.
Why not? I'll
No.
give you money on my birthday.
Get out of my room. Out. Don't slam the door. Out, honky.
Boy.
And now back to our regularly scheduled broadcast. My apologies. Oh. Carlos says Wither wins because he is with the Blackpool Combat Club. I think he'll retain. I do. Toby says Yuta and Garcia could become a staple feud for RH. I agree, and I'm here for it. I'm here for it. I'm a Biggie guy as well, but I'm more Jay than anything. I've been listening to more Jay in the past 2 months than I've listened probably my entire life. That's the truth. My kid will tell you. Gavin says Garcia for the win. There you go. We're split on this. Again, the Pure Rules, I don't know how you guys feel about it. There's moments with the Pure Rules championship, that title, that it can be, I don't want to say monotonous, but it can drag out a little too long. That's not a criticism. That's just me giving you my honest take. However, I love that it's different. I love that it's different. I love that in the middle of a pro wrestling card where you're used to seeing a lot of things happen in a certain order, that here suddenly is a match that has a different set of rules. And you can only get to the ropes 3 times. And then after that, a rope break won't work anymore. That's pretty good, right? So I like when things are different. I'm here for it. So yeah, there you go. That's that match. We've got more on the card. Just hold on here, kids. We're about to take this sucker home with this card on Saturday night. What? Samoa Joe defending the ROH World's Television Championship against Jay Lethal with Sanjay Dutt and Satnam Singh, which tells you Jay's probably going to get that title. Now, we speculated last night as to why Joe's not been on TV this whole time. I don't have an answer for you because I haven't done the legwork to find out. My guess is that he has some sort of injury. He was, sort of nursing back to health, maybe. Not that it was anything serious, but maybe something, maybe some nagging injuries is my guess. Something that he had to kind of work on to get himself right for Saturday night. Now, I don't know if that's true. I have no idea if that's the case. However, it seems to make the most sense. Will I end up being right? I have no idea. We'll see how it goes. I do think this match is going to be really, really good. Both guys can bring it, and they bring it every time. They have a massive history with each other. They're very familiar with each other in the ring. Jay Lethal on any given day is one of the best, top 10 best wrestlers in the world. I stick to that. Samoa Joe, we know the impact he has. We know what he's done, what he's accomplished. This could be the main event if it wanted to be for this title. Honestly, it could have been, being straight with you. But, in where I come from, you don't put anything ahead of the world title. The world title should always be the main event, in my humble opinion. That's how I feel. There you go. Carlos says Jay wins because he has that big guy in his corner. Satnam Singh is a freaking monster, dude. Monster. Ray says Jay definitely getting it. Chris Daniel heel turn. Could be. Ooh. Alan says FTR greatest tag team for the 2020s. Best technical tag team since Arn and Blanchard. Boy, that's high praise right there. High praise. For sure. Chris says it needs to be built be built better and explained better leading into the title matches, not just right before it starts. Yeah, I agree with that. They did a little bit of work for Garcia and Yuta, but not a ton of work. They've done more for Joe and Lethal. And of course, we know the work they've done. I get your point, though. I mean, title matches should always be. Yeah, had to do it, didn't you? You couldn't help yourself. Ladies and gentlemen, the producer of this show, of this fine program, and also lead sponsor of this fine program, Nate Dogg himself, Mr. Nathan Workman. A massive fan of the Iconics. By the way, Nate, Chris Mueller, you know Chris, right? The doc. Chris, this morning on Facebook, said, I miss the Iconics. I'm not going to apologize. And he put up like a YouTube link. Oh, they're doing other stuff now, aren't they? Wink, wink, nudge, nudge, say no more, say no more. It's the truth. You know it. Rebecca said Joe overall is a solid wrestler, but gets injured too often. But, you know, you got to admit, he's no longer 30 years old. He's not 25 anymore either. You know what I mean? He's with years comes injury, comes slower heel time. Unless you're John Cena. Different. You know what I mean? John tears his pec and he's back in like 3 days or some crazy number. You're like, what? Didn't you just get hit by a bus? What happened to you? And he's like, no, I'm good. I'll shake it off. So there you go. News again about Lesnar walking out of SmackDown. Dude, that company. Whew. We'll get there. Everybody be patient. CRP says some might argue they aren't even the best tag team in that match. You talking about Briscoes? Interesting. Hot take. Hot take. Shane said the second biggest match for Jay Lethal in the next month. Him and Jeff Jarrett will be facing on Andrade and Ric Flair. Yeah. I got thoughts. Bring that up in the open floor. We'll talk about it. One more match, kids, that we're going to open the floor wide open for the last 20 minutes of the show, give or take. Jonathan Gresham defended the ROH World's Heavyweight Championship against Claudio Castagnoli. All right. Who you got? We're going to see a new ROH World Champion? Boy, the Blackpool Combat Club could come walking away with some gold, man. Put you this way. Bryan Danielson's out, right? But Mox has got the interim AEW World Championship. Castagnoli gets the ROH World Championship. All right. You've got Wheeler Yuta as a pure champion. There's your 3 guys, active members of Blackpool Combat Club on TV right now with titles. I know a certain promoter who supposedly just retired that wouldn't be able to resist that temptation. Will Khan be the same? Will he be able to resist the temptation of having 3 titles walking around in one faction? Because if that happens, you'd have to say by process elimination, they're already practically there now, let's be honest. By process elimination, that they would become the most powerful faction in AEW, if for no other reason than they are on paper. Plus the fact that all 3 together are phenomenal. I'm just saying. Shane says Jonathan Gresham will win. Tim says, unfortunately, I believe we see a new RH champion. New RH championship or new RH champion? RH champion. Brino Royce says Gresham's best wrestling is when he's working, baby. A joy to watch regardless. Oh, he's very good. Brino, you have not never officially met, have we? Aren't we friends? On the Facebook. Brino, thank you for watching. Brino is a very talented professional wrestler here in the great state of North Carolina. Please go look him up, kids. It'd be much appreciated. Keith says, let's do it. Cesaro for the title. Claudio, Keith. Claudio. CRP says, Gresham going to retain. There you go. And put Deeb in the BCC with a belt too. Oh my God. Ring of Honor be conquered in that faction, man. Conquered. You kidding me? Ooh, that might be too much to ignore. Too much to ignore. Robbie says Claudio would be awesome to win as sort of a raising 2 fingers to Vince, and you know which ones they are. Yeah, but he's not bitter. I don't know if you've heard the podcast he did. Was he on Jericho's show, or am I thinking of somebody else? I think it was Jericho. I can't remember. But he's not. Listen, a lot of these guys are not. But it's the fact that he was. In fact, Cesaro had nothing negative to say. And a lot of them don't, and good for them. And if they don't have anything negative to say, then don't make anything up. Know what I mean? Let's just let people be people. And if you've moved on, you're happy. Don't worry about what your former employer is doing. A lot of us should always take that advice. Let the former employer do whatever it is they want to do. You know, they had an opportunity with you. They either took it and they dropped it, or they didn't take it and they missed out. Right? I mean, let's be honest. So yeah, no sense in dwelling on things that are in the past, right? We all got to move on. Yep. Always forward, always. Debbie says, I just don't see Claudio as a 2 fingers kind of guy. Dude just wants to wrestle. 100%. 100%. Man, he's having time of his life, isn't he? Yeah, we'll see how this goes. It's going to be a fun match. I'm going to tell you right now. I love Tully with Gresham. I do. I love Tully with anybody. I just think Tully could fit any type of gimmick, especially if it's a heel. He could fit anything. Tully's a winner. Tully's a winner. And they specified for a long time, even after he became a horseman, they started naming this the Four Horsemen in NWA. They kept on with that Tully Blanchard Enterprises gimmick. And it was sort of a standalone thing from the Horsemen. They made it clear, Tully Blanchard Enterprises, along with J.J. Dillon and Baby Doll, they made it very clear that the Enterprises was Tully as the commodity, and the money he earned in the business, then he would take that money and invest and get stocks and bonds and everything, diversify. And it made sense, and it worked for a long time. And it was always money when they did it. I loved it, actually. Chris says, I love Tully. Have hated the heel turn so far with Gresham. Felt rushed. But he was heel before. He turned on Jay. I get where you're coming from. Guess what's getting ready to happen up in here? Up in here. It's the open floor. We got about 14 minutes at the top of the hour. What you guys got, baby? I'm all ears, man. Let's do this. God, my neck kills right now. You have no idea. Yikes. My neck kills. Ray could not wait. Rex in Effect, or Digital Underground. And part 2, NWA or Cypress Hill. Oh, you can't do that to me. I don't know if I can do that one. I don't know if I can do that one, Ray. It's too hard. I'll go NWA, I guess, if I have to. If Adam Cole came to your house to give you a free jacuzzi for you and your family and offered another free one to your friends, can I have? And after the gifts, he wanted to go out for a sweet potato pie. That's one of your better ones. Gave you a free jacuzzi and another one, and offer another free one to your friends. That's good. CRP saying bigger news than Vince pretending to retire. Brock is gone. I did see Jericho break his nose. All right. Alma, all the best to you, my friend. All the best to you. All right, let's read this. Here is McMahon's full statement. I know you guys can't wait to hear it if you haven't read it already. In a statement issued by WWE on Friday afternoon, McMahon has announced that he's retiring as WWE's chairman and CEO. WWE has confirmed that McMahon is retiring from all of his roles, including no longer being WWE's head of creative. Quote, as I approach 77 years old, I feel it's time for me to retire as chairman and CEO of WWE. Throughout the years, it's been a privilege to help WWE bring you joy, inspire you, thrill you, surprise you, and always entertain you. I would like to thank my family for mightily contributing to our success. And I would also like to thank all of our past and present superstars and employees for their dedication and passion for our brand. Let's thank all the ones that you let go of at Christmas. Let's thank them as well, shall we? Let's do that. Most importantly, I would like to thank our fans for allowing us to enter your homes every week and being your choice of entertainment, even though we talk down to you at every chance we get and treat you like morons. I put those parts in, by the way. I hold the deepest appreciation and admiration for our generations of fans all over the world who have liked, currently like, and sometimes even love our form of sports entertainment. Our global audience can take comfort knowing that WWE will continue to entertain you with the same fervor, dedication, and passion as always. I'm extremely confident in the continued success of WWE, and I leave our company in the capable hands of an extraordinary group of superstars, employees, and executives, in particular, both chairwoman and CEO Stephanie McMahon and co-CEO Nick Khan. They will be co-CEOs. Yikes. As a majority shareholder, I will continue to support WWE in any way I can. My personal thanks to our community and business partners, shareholders, and board directors for their guidance and support throughout the years, then, now, forever, together. Timing. End quote, by the way. Timing. Let's talk about timing. Investigation in McMahon over a secret $3 million settlement that McMahon had paid out to a former employee. And then more than 12 million paid out to 4 women over the past 16 years or so to suppress allegations of sexual misconduct and infidelity. All right, before I go look at your comments, I understand a lot of you are diehard. Listen, it's okay. I'm about to say this. Don't nobody take this personal. Don't nobody take this to mean I don't want you watching my show or I don't like you and that we're not good. Okay. But I know a lot of you are WWE lifers and it's okay. You watch what you want to watch. You enjoy what you want to enjoy. Go with God, brother. It's all good to me. You and I are always going to be good. You watch my show, we're good. Okay. You and I, we're awesome. But I want you to understand what a lot of this means. There's been a lot of really, really bad things happening in that company for a lot of years. Stuff that was swept under the rug, stuff that people didn't want to believe because they want to believe the best about Vince and stuff. That stuff's coming out now. Okay. And a lot of people inside the business knew it for a long time. And when those people said things, fingers were pointed at them. People ripped on them. Oh, you're jealous because they're rich and you hate them because they're the biggest game in town. All right. But now that it's coming to light, none of us are perfect. We've all got things that we've done that we probably wouldn't want anybody to know about. Right. But something like this is pretty freaking big. Okay. And you retire right after this happens. If you believe that Vince McMahon is never coming back, you've lost your mind. I submit he may not be gone anyway. What's to stop the guy from being backstage every week? It's his company. It's still his company. He made a point to say in the press release that he's still the majority shareholder. Now I'll get to it. Chad says it'd be nice to see a show go through without Vince tearing up scripts at the last minute. Yeah, but now Stephanie and Nick Connor in charge. CRP says, real question, what hasn't come out that made him step down beforehand on the stock he owns? Keep the papers, TV, Twitter open, y'all. Something bad is about to drop. What hasn't come out that made him step down beforehand owning this stock he owns? You got a good point, man. Maybe this is not the end of it. There's been rumors flying for a long while that they're going to sell this thing. They're going to sell this thing, dude. I'm just saying. And there again, it's okay if you don't agree with me. If you support this guy from cradle to the grave, fight the power. I don't know. Do whatever. It's fine. I it's, where there's fire, you know what I mean? I mean, if you smell smoke, do the math. I mean, yeah. Come on. I want it noted for the record that all these years that I have had a gripe with that company, I never said I wanted them to go under. I never said I want anything bad to happen to anybody there. I never said I wanted the thing to fall apart. Never. Find it, prove it to me where I said it, and I'll eat my words. I never said that. I don't want that company to go under. They can't go under. They shouldn't go under. Okay. They're the biggest game in town. They go under. The business is in trouble. By the way, where's WWE stock right now? Somebody look that up for me. I imagine it's plummeted. Will says this might be a condition of whatever the investigation found. When stepping down, completely retire, or else the timing is not surprising. In my opinion, this is just Tom. Don't nobody go print this stuff I'm about to say to you. I would suspect that he was advised to make this very public and step down to take some of the heat off. Ray says, Vince doing this to saving face. All of a sudden, his dirt comes out. Please, Vince caught out there and needs to lay low. I agree. Just my opinion, baby. Alma says, I know for a fact that the payoff for the women he allegedly had affairs with, not the worst thing he has done. It's only a matter of time before everyone will know the whole truth. Robbie says, I may be WWE lifer, but knew Vince was a bit shady, especially during the steroid era. You mentioned to be with Billy Corgan getting if they had weekly TV YouTube show, and now it's up in the air. What happened? I don't know. He's been committed to it for the longest time. And I don't think he's jumping ship now. I don't think he is. Don't quote me on that, kids. But I don't think he is. We'll see how it goes. CRP says, feels like you and I and Dane and I have been talking about the sale for a year now, and then all the family, including Con at UFC. Interesting. Whew. That's a combination. That's a marriage made in hell right there. I'm sorry. I usually don't go blue, but can you imagine that other idiot getting his hands on WWE? Let's don't talk about what numbskull that clown is. What other names can I call him? What's his name? Dana White? You kidding me? Frick, man, come on. Come on. Come on, man. You know what I mean? Yikes. Stock down 66.2% or 62 and 4 points in 3 days. There you go. There you go. Jess said, this just beginning. If Cam has made his bed, time to sleep in it. Something big is about to come in the next couple of weeks. Looks that way, man. Toby says, go back and read my Ray question. You got me scrolling here, Ray, or freaking Toby. What's up? Dang, Toby. 10 number 2 being raised understudy. Dim boys or GOD. Ooh. Don't Storm came to your house to play guitar. Would you let me listen? Ray Dean, how to do, bro? Oh my God. You better get up off Ray's territory. That's Ray's thing, man. You better get something for your own, Toby. Toby, you need to go get something on your own. Leave Ray's stuff alone, dude. I don't know if I feel like I'm cheating on Ray answering your question. I don't know how you pick anybody over Dim boys. I'll go Dim boys. Well, Tony can come play my bass. I got a 6-string acoustic in the closet. If she knows how to play, she can have at it. I've seen Tony Storm. She's welcome to play anything she wants to. Ba-dooms! Are you kidding me? Hey-oh! Wife didn't hear that, did she? We're good. I couldn't help it. You set it up. I knock it down. I'm saying. That was fun. Tom getting a little saucy today. Brenda says, I have a lot of thoughts on this. I think in short, this should all be a reminder to hold our friends accountable for doing. Oh, hold on, Bruno. We don't get blue here, my friend. I love your comment. Clean it up. I'll put it back up. If you don't mind. Doing crappy things at the time they occurred. Instead, your friend having to step down from his company at 77. So, Mr. Royce, let's flash back at a moment in time. 2012? Pipe bomb? What was it Punk said? He's a millionaire that should be a billionaire. You know why he's not a billionaire? Because he surrounds himself with glad handling yes men that do whatever they're told. That's, paraphrasing. When you're the billionaire and you surround yourself with yes men, nothing's going to get any better. And they're not going to call you out. Why would they? You're the cash cow. You're running the machine. Machine's making a lot of money for them. They're walking around in really expensive suits with pedicures, manicures. Why would they ever contradict you? What would be the point? Money train. You're right. Okay. But in my opinion, that's why nothing's ever been said. What's the old saying? Don't cross the boss. What will become of Vince's 2-color ties now? He'll be selling those things at the flea market next week to make some money. They're about to take everything he's got. I have no basis for saying that. That was just something. That was a low blow. It didn't need to be said. I'm ashamed. I'm not. It's just a joke. These are just jokes. Have I not clarified that? Keith says holding the product gets better now that Vince is retired. Pardon me a moment for this. I'm back. The problem, Keith, I love you. I'm just saying. The problem here is that Vince's vision has been supported and codified and adhered to for so many years by all the yes men around him. Bruce Pritchard. And it's been happening for so long now, you can't just go, click, poof, gone, over. It's not going to work that way. Now, we may watch Raw on Monday and you go, this is the best Raw I've seen in 20 years. What happened? Maybe I'll be wrong. If things are going to change I think it's going to be a process. Now, maybe I'll be wrong. We'll all find out together, or you'll all find out together because I'm not watching, and you can't make me. Bruno says, I think WWE is like Disney in that they have been operating under their own law for as long as possible, as people can remember. That clashes with today's society where inclusion and fair treatment are kind of a requirement. Well said, dude. Very well said. Love it. Cherie, you took all day to get here. I'm upset at you. I can't stand it. I'm just kidding. We're going to jump into that Brock thing. One more thing before we move on. Chris says his retirement means nothing. He still owns majority stock and his family's still in charge with his yes men. Yep. Only way that changes if NBC just straight out buys the company or someone else. Let's get to this Brock stuff. What do you guys know about this Brock Lesnar hoo-ha that's going on right now? Because I got to know. I got to know, baby. You should go do some legwork for me. I'm gonna put you to work on the show, man. You start being like my team. Get paid for laying around, look on your phone.
Yep.
Come on, man. Yeah, this news is all over the place. Let's see. Paul Levesque. It's Levesque, by the way. Named WWE EVP of Talent Relations. There's you a headline, my friend. What do you guys think about the Brock Lesnar stuff? I want everybody's opinion on this. What's everyone thinking about it? Because I mean, you know. All right. Here's the latest. And then we'll take comments, and then we're going to get out of here. It's 6:01 already. You kidding me? Brock Lesnar reportedly walked out of SmackDown prior to tonight's broadcast. Now, this is coming from WrestlingObserver.com. Always source your sources. All right, so I'm doing that. Brian Alvarez reported Friday afternoon that Lesnar left as soon as word got out that Vince McMahon had announced his retirement for WWE. Alvarez reported that the line Lesnar gave was derivative of, if he's gone, I'm gone. Alvarez additionally reported there is a replacement in place for Lesnar in the event he missed a SummerSlam, but obviously they're going to try to get him to come back. Lesnar was advertised for Friday's SmackDown, in which takes place at the TD Garden in Boston, Massachusetts. He is currently scheduled to face Roman Reigns at SummerSlam July 3rd in Nashville, Tennessee, in a last man standing match for undisputed WWE Universal Championship. It was announced Friday afternoon that McMahon 77, blah, 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 blah. We all know that bit. So there you go. Goodbye. How we feeling? Is there life after Brock Lesnar? All this is going to have to take is Vince calling Brock on the phone going, listen here, pal. I'll be there. Just don't tell anybody you saw me. Think they'll put Vince back in that crazy get-up, the one that he took the mask off and say, it was me all along, Austin. They'll put him back in that. He'd be walking around backstage in the hood and whatnot. Chris says must have had a handshake deal that wasn't on paper, and now he is out. Could be. Could be. Handshake deals are good and terrible at the same time. Nate Dog says Brock is born. Listen, I'm sorry. I'm going to echo that, dude. I got mad respect for Brock. Not for nothing, but he puts his body on the line just like anybody else in that ring. Look at the shape this guy's in. His cardio is still off the charts. He looks like he never gets gassed. Now, if he has a long break, he looks like he gets a little winded, right? But, dude, for the most part, he's still in phenomenal shape. And, dude, Brock will sell. It's not like he just steamrolls. Remember when all he did was steamroll? Dude, he'll sell. When the match calls for it, he'll do his part. I got respect for him for what the guy is and what he brings to the table. I got respect for him. Having said that, I continue to be shocked and awed and amazed even that crowd goes nuts for him the way they do every single time his music hits. It blows my mind because I've seen the act. And to me, it's boring as well. Rebecca says, might be he does not have any need to be there because he doesn't want to work with anyone else. They have to have Paul H. call and talk to him. I bet it's already happened. Ron says, here's one thought. A bunch of people would Brock show. Yeah, easy. AEW doesn't need Brock Lesnar. They don't need him. Who would he face? Moxley? Who would he face? Punk? all that history with both of them. I don't know. I mean, that begs the question. Number one, can they afford him? Yeah, they can. But number two, would they even? It'd get a buy rate up, wouldn't it? But if they didn't hit anything over 1 million viewers, it'd be deemed a failure by everybody that hates that company. And there's a lot of haters on that company. Let's be honest. Let's be honest. It does matter though, Ron. It does matter. It does matter because if they don't need him, they shouldn't throw money at him. You've got a locker room there that are really tight from everything we've ever read and heard about them, right? You know, tight. Everyone gets along. I mean, you hear little minor rumblings, but usually nothing that bad. Everybody loves Tony. No one really has a problem with that guy or anybody in the company. You bring that dude in with a separate locker room and limousine service and, you know, got to have everything his way. And he's not one of the boys, doesn't hang out with anybody, keeps to himself. You know, would everyone else in that company look at this as a business decision and be okay with it and back Tony's play no matter what happens? Or would they look at it and say, all right, well, we'll see. I'm just asking. I don't know the answer. I still don't think they need him. Would they sign him if they had an opportunity? I wouldn't sign him for a month. I'd say, look, I got a contract here with 12 months on it or 6 months on it. I don't sign anything with 30 days. You know what I mean? That's just me throwing numbers out. I don't know what it'd be. But I don't know. Never say never, kids. Never say never. Never say never. You're right. Needing him and using him are two different things. You're 100% right. Can't argue that. Can't argue that. But, you know, to Tony's credit, man, as much as we rip on AEW for dropping the ball with certain guys, their long-term storytelling has been fantastic. When they hit it really well. And, I mean, could they make it work with Brock and make it make sense and make it make sense for people that he works and everybody around him? Maybe. I'd be okay with it. A few more. We're getting out of here. We're going to talk a bit more about Brock. We're going to go home, okay? Tim said, but Tom Clark, that's why Fox want Brock on SmackDown. He sells. Yeah, we hear that all the time. We hear that all the time. Gavin said, because everyone was so excited about Brock versus Reigns yet again. Yeah, I know, right? He says with much sarcasm in his voice. WWE should hire the Liver King to wear the strap. Better on the mic than anyone else right now. Liver King. Right? Hey, knock it off. Liver King. Remind me who we're talking about. We made that joke the other day, didn't we? Liver King? What did we do? We made that joke the other day, didn't we? One more thing we're going to get out of here, kids. What do you guys think about the Ric Flair thing? Here, I'm going to end the show with this, okay? You guys know where my heart is. I'm a Jim Crockett guy for life. Always have been, always will be. That means by virtue of the fact, Jim Crockett territory, Dusty, Horseman, Road Warriors, I'm a Flair guy as well. The buzz on Flair has been really negative in the past couple of years because of stuff coming back out from the plane ride from hell. I get it. And it's not a good look how he immediately went on the defense. Immediately his voices on social media kind of changed. And it kind of felt like he couldn't keep the phone out of his hand and tweeting and stuff and Facebooking and like Instagramming. And you're like, Rick, stop. It's one thing to forgive people for stupid things they say. It's another thing to forgive people for things that they've done, but then it won't admit to doing. And then it gets to be weird. And you're like, this feels weird. I don't want this guy to have been weird. What's going on? Why does this feel so weird? You know what I mean? Here, I'm not going to talk anymore about this match. I've talked about this a lot lately and think about it, read about it, and heard about it. Here's what I'll tell you. If he's safe and his doctor's telling him he's okay and he's safe and they take care of him and this is how he wants to go out, who am I to sit here in this chair today and say he can't or shouldn't do it? It's up to him. It's up to him. That's all. I'm not going to call it hot garbage. I appreciate what you guys are saying. I respect you guys. But at the same time, you know, if we're going to sit here and we're going to say things like, look, if Edge is healthy and blah, 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 and then we say, look, if Danielson is okay, blah, 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 and then we can't, and we say, and Sting is okay, blah, 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 we're not going to say the same for Rick. We can't say the same for Ric Flair. None of you can just maybe for a second put that in your thought process that, hey, if Rick is if this is it, as long as he's okay, be careful, go out on your terms. I get if you don't want to say it, but I'm just trying to get you thinking in different terms, in different way of thinking about it. He's not 70. He's older than 70, isn't he? 73. But listen, it's his life though, guys. It's his choice. And you know what? If you hate this that much, anybody, don't watch it. Don't buy it. It's okay. You don't have to like it. You don't have to like anything WWE does, or New Japan, or AEW, or Ring of Honor, or Impact, or Flair, or me, or anybody. Just don't watch it. Don't stop watching me. I'm awesome. I'm not making you do anything. I'm just saying, I get the criticism. Don't think it's not lost on me. I get it. And I'm not saying I disagree with all of you either. All right. I think that's it for me. You guys are awesome. I appreciate it. It's been so much fun getting back in the swing of things. The podcast rig is back here at the home base now. I think that's where I'll be podcasting from now on. And hopefully everything will go well in the future. I got to thank you guys again for always being here, for hanging out, for making this fun for me. Hope you guys had fun during the course of the show here today. Hope you guys have the best weekend. All right. And unless something comes up, our plan is to be here again next Friday. Stay tuned on the Facebook for any announcements regarding next week's show. I appreciate all of you very much. You guys are the best. Thank you as always for tuning in. All right. We're going to get out here and we're going to see you next week. Have a good one. All right, kids. Thanks again, everybody. Have a great one. Tom Clark's Main Event.